Hey guys, what's going on? Forgotten Caesar here, bringing you some more Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Domination Village, running the MK14 with red dot sight. And today's topic is how to get high kill streaks here on Modern Warfare 3. And I know this is a pretty common video topic here on YouTube. A lot of guys give tips, and but the more I watch them, the more I dislike them. Really, I watched a lot of them from Modern Warfare 2 on how to get nukes, and I got really frustrated watching them, mainly because oftentimes they said, you know, if you get your Harrier airstrike, then you're going to get a nuke. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. You know, that might work if you're playing with kids that just got the game for Christmas or whatever and don't even know what a stinger is. But that's just not the case when you're playing adequate players. And the same stands for Modern Warfare 3. You know, it's a different thing than people think it is. You can't just rely on your kill streaks to get you all your kills. And you'll notice in most of my videos that I get my second kill streak before I even call in my first. And while that's not true in this video because I am running attack chopper, it happens a lot when I'm running Reaper AC-130 than Osprey Gunner. I'll get my AC-130 even before I call in my Reaper, and that's because I don't rely on my air support to do my work for me. So the first thing you want to do in preparing to run for high kill streaks is check your class based on the map you're playing at. You know, for bigger maps like Village here, you want to try to use an assault rifle, like the MK14 in this video. The MK14 is a great gun. It's a 2-shot kill, 1-shot kill to the head, and it's exceptional at picking people off, which is pretty good. You know, you could use the ACR or pretty much any assault rifle. You could run a few submachine guns, like the MP7 has just incredible range in this game, kind of unrealistic range, and no recoil really. But anyway, you could run some submachine guns, but you want to be careful in doing that because if you get in a gunfight at long range, you're most likely going to lose. So I recommend sticking to assault rifles here on the big maps, and sniping's a whole different story. And secondly, you want to check your perks. You know, you could run the generic blind eye assassin, and that's really tempting to do for most people. They want to ghost, they want to throw on a silencer, go blind eye and go assassin, and it's a pretty good setup. It really is. You can get a ton of kills by doing that, but you want to check what you're playing. So here I'm playing ground war, and I don't think it's very necessary to ghost in ground war. You know, there's 9 kids on a team. I don't think that one red dot showing up on the radar is going to draw the whole team to me. Now, if you're playing a smaller game like Domination or regular Kill Confirm where there's only 6 to a team, I recommend throwing a silencer on your gun because there, the radar, you are more susceptible on the radar in game modes like that. For your secondaries, you want to pick a gun that you're comfortable with. You know, secondaries are very good. They're very useful in this game. I use the MP9 silenced, and it is incredible. It could be pretty much an assault weapon, or a primary weapon, sorry. But if you're not running blind eye or assassin, you know, another alternative is to use like a stinger or something as your secondary. And if they call in a UAV or an attack helicopter, you can take it out quickly before it even has a chance to kill you. Next, I suggest using portable radar. I know it's not common because you get it at level 77 and you don't have it for that long, but if you have an extra prestige token or are prestiging soon and going to get a prestige token, I highly recommend unlocking portable radar. You will not regret it. And the cool thing about portable radar is if more than one killer on your team are using it, you can spread them out, and if you put them in good locations, then you can pretty much keep tabs on the enemy team at all times. You know, here at Village, I kept mine by the truck. In that central location there, you could throw one in that dried up riverbed to check your back, and you could probably put one in the cave, you know, to see if kids are coming up behind you if they're sneaky. And if kids aren't using assassin, then you know they're going to show up. It gives a little beep when they show up on your radar, so you know when they're coming. And which brings me to my next thing: when they know when they're coming, don't be pressured to rush. Okay, that's a common misconception that sitting back and waiting for kids to come to you is camping. And you'll see here. See, I saw that tactical insertion, and there was probably 3 or 4 other guys back there, and I could have gone in there guns blazing and probably picked up a couple more kills, but I most likely would have died. And so that brings me, as I was saying, don't feel pressured to rush, you know, especially with what gun you're using. Rushing with an MK14, I don't recommend it. It's probably not going to work out well. But, you don't have to rush into the enemy spawn and flip the spawn really quick on them. There's nothing wrong with sitting back and letting them come to you, and that's what they're doing right here. You see they just keep coming through there, and I'm certainly not going to move. I'm getting pretty easy kills, and you see I got a little rough down there, so I'm going to tactically retreat a little bit, which don't be afraid to tactically retreat. It's not a bad thing, but you want to be careful when you do. And when I say you want to be careful when you tactically retreat, is most of the time when you get your kill streak, either your first or your second, it's very tempting to pack up and run and go camp in the back of the map, which isn't such a bad thing if you're going for high-end kill streaks. You want to be cautious, but you got to be careful when doing so. If you're in the heat of things and you get a Reaper and you just book it to the back, you're probably going to get shot in the back, and it's all going to be for nothing. And you'll see right there, they destroyed my helicopter, so obviously I'm going to have to do some work by myself, which is why you don't want to rely on your kill streaks to do all the work for you. If I would have gone back in that cave and sat there, it would have been a waste of time. So you want to be careful when you're cheating, and don't get crazy. I know it gets pretty stressful when you get up there, you're 3-4 kills away. You feel like you're in no man's land, and you're trying to get those extra kills. Don't be crazy. It's okay to feel nervous. You don't have to change your play style just so you get those extra kills. There's plenty of time in domination. So don't get crazy. Don't run around like a chicken with your head cut off, or its head cut off. Sorry. You just want to stick to your play style. You want to be consistent. Changing game styles in the middle of a game usually doesn't work. If I was sitting back here, which I was pretty much the whole game, and I decided, well, I got to get those extra 2 or 3 kills, I'm going to go rush. I know I would have died, actually. It wouldn't have ended well. So you want to be consistent with your playstyle. You don't want to change in the middle of a game and all of a sudden turn to rushing. And rushing can be a good thing. I rush sometimes and it works. But if you're a rusher and you're good at rushing and that's your playstyle, then take what I'm telling you and apply it to rushing. And you can do that by, when you're rushing, don't just fly into their spawn and start spraying, Pick guys off on the edge of their spawn and slowly work your way in so the spawns don't flip on you immediately and you get shot in the back. So if you're a rusher, work your way into the center of them, pick them off as you go because they won't spawn behind you if you pick off the guys on the outer edge, and then slowly work your way in. If you sprint into the dead center, running past guys as you go, and then we'll try and work your way out, you're screwed. You might get lucky and your team can help you out, but most likely you are screwed. And you want to be careful if you're rushing. If a guy drops in the last stand and he's not right in front of you, you probably want to take a couple steps back and then work your way around the corner and shoot him, because what do they call that, like dead man's hand or dead man's hand? Yeah. That can be a pretty brutal death streak to get nabbed by. I've gotten killed 23-0 going for a Moab, and some guy had dead man's hand, and it was pretty bad. I was angry. And so you got to watch out for that. Like, see guys keep dropping down in the last stand, but if you're far away, it doesn't really matter. You can just finish them off. It doesn't matter if they're going to blow up. So yeah, you see all through my portable radar, and there they are. You can see them walking through here. There's another guy, and this guy right there that I just killed, he came back 4 times through this thing. There he is again. He came back constantly through that little tunnel trying to kill me, and there he is again. That's 3 kills in a row by the same guy, So if kids are going to play stupid, let them, You don't have to rush in there and give them what they want. I'm pretty sure he comes back again. I'd like to know how many. There he is. See if I get him here. Nope. And I definitely recommend, seeing all that smoke, I definitely recommend using marksman, especially if you're using an assault rifle. Marksman is such a good perk, especially if there's a lot going on. There's grenades going off. There's debris flying everywhere, smoke grenades and stuff, and you can start to see their name coming through if they're coming. And it's very easy to get kills. And if they're not using marksman, then you can just pick them off. And so that pretty much wraps that up. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. I hope it helps you in the future. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.